to So Sally-O. Today I wanted to do a review of the Bugaboo Donkey buggy, which we've had for quite a while now. We got it second-hand when we had Hugo because Felicity was only 2 and wasn't very keen on walking. So this is set up how you would have it in single mode. This is a toddler seat and there is the side basket here. It's really quite big, you can fit so much into it. It literally just pulls off like that. There are these slots which just go in here. It doesn't clip in, it literally just slots on top. I think you always have to have the seat or the child on the left hand side. So even if you've got it in double mode, you've got the heavier one always on the left. This is the cup holder which we bought. This is an official Bugaboo cup holder, but to be honest, I wasn't very pleased with it. I think it was about £15, but so many pieces broke really quickly. So if I were you, I'd just get some sort of universal cup holder, which is probably cheaper and better made. This feels quite low down right now. So if you want to make the handlebar a bit higher, I'm quite tall, so anything white means that you can kind of move it or it changes something. So you literally just open the clips, there's one on each side, and then pull it up. I always have it on the highest setting, and then you literally just put the clips back into place. It's got this handle thing which looks quite cool, but I never use that. The child's in it, you want to take them out. There are 2 clips on the inside of this safety bar which kind of goes over their waist. That needs to come out first. Now the annoying thing about this, we've also got the upper baby Vista, and on that one the safety bar swings around and stays attached, but on this you have to take the whole thing off, and then it's like, what are you going to do with it? So we'll put it into the basket, and if you want to remove the whole seat, these white clips here, push down, whole thing just comes off quite easily. The basket then really isn't very big. Again, in comparison to the upper baby Vista, I think this basket's so small. There's just not a lot to it. I mean, it really is, it's tiny in its capacity, and also it doesn't come up very much at the sides, so you can't just keep piling stuff in like you can with the Vista. Brake is here at the back, which is white. It's on the left hand side. Really easy to put it down, but not so easy to flick it up. Now it is with your hand, it's not that it's stiff or anything, it's just really annoying because if you've got sandals on or shoes that you quite like, you really have to, let me come around here, you really have to push it up quite hard. So if you don't want to ruin your shoes, you're constantly getting them dirty like that, and you don't really want to be doing that sort of with your toes or nice shoes, so that's quite annoying. Again, on the upper baby Vista, to release the brake you press on it again, so you're never needing to use your toes or your shoes to flick it up. So if you want to make this into like a double buggy, if you've got twins or you've got an older one and the baby, put the brake on. So we're just going to release anything white. So there's one at the front, open that. You've got one here on the handlebar, that's 2. Then there's one right at the back here. I think it's just those 3. I'm not an expert on this, by the way. We've got a couple of different buggies for like different purposes, and we literally just got this one second hand to use from the house, like to do nursery runs into the park and stuff. So I haven't actually used it that much. It's kind of a beginner's guide. So you've got the 3 clips, and then to open it, there's this white button here, right in the middle on this main piece. You're going to push that in. That's quite easy to push in, but then you have to pull the whole thing apart, and it's quite annoying because you then have to take everything off. But pushing this in and then yanking it out. Now you always have to, it doesn't all come out at the same time, so you have to then make sure that's at its max. Pull that right out, that's at max now. Clip that one back down, and then right at the back. Now that can all be a bit fiddly. You're then picking up your toddler seat again, and putting it back on. So they can face in or out. We'll do it out for now. So this will be the heavier child seat going on the left. The harness is pretty good, it's quite secure. There's two over the shoulders and then this thing between the legs, and they clip in either side. The branding is all over the place and the hood just pulls down, which is good that it's easy, but it's quite, I don't know, you're kind of always holding on to this fabric and that gets a bit grubby. But it's nice because you can kind of have it half and then back, but I feel like it does sometimes look a bit messy with all of this fabric just kind of sitting there. It does recline, but those seem to be the only two main options. Now that's really far back I think. To recline, I'm just pulling this white lever at the back here, little white thing, so you just pull that. Now this doesn't move, so on the Upper Baby Vista, this bottom section for their legs from their knees moves up, down, it's flat, you can have loads of different options. Whereas this, it's kind of just fixed in position. So here's the other seat, so I'm just holding it using the safety bar. Okay, so that's just slotted on as well. So I would have Felicity on this side, who's 3, and then I would have Hugo on this side, who is 1. It really does manoeuvre amazingly well. It's really, really smooth, it's really easy to push, it's easy to go up and down curbs and round corners and things. The tyres are fantastic. You can lock them into position using these things. So I guess, I don't know, if you don't want them to spin around, but I always have them spinning around because it's just way easier to manoeuvre. It's a really, really nice buggy to have. I think it looks fantastic. I love it in all black. This handlebar is huge and it's really easy to kind of push and turn around. It's really sturdy feeling. It's quite supportive. So if you've just had the baby, or you just had a section or something and you kind of want something to almost lean on, it's really quite supportive. You do kind of feel like you're going, sort of, if you're going down the main high street or something, people literally jump out of your way. The amount of times I've had people kind of say, I'm not going to fight with you, or you're like a truck coming down the pavement or something. People literally just take one look at you and they're gone. They don't even try and like push past or kind of get around. So in some ways that's quite nice because you're like marching down the road and people are just getting out of your way. I don't take this shopping, I don't go in and out of shops. There aren't many that it fits in. I can't go to the post office, I literally can't go anywhere. So we just use this to go to and from the house. It's kept in the garage and we go to nursery or to the park, and I very rarely take it down. I don't take it in the car anywhere. It's quite expensive, so I didn't want to get it damaged or scratched. I will put the links below where you can buy the current version from, but it is one of the most expensive buggies out there. The second-hand market is insane. There's so many over Facebook and eBay and stuff, and people only use them for a really short time because you can't have quite a heavy child in them anyway. So people only use them for that kind of year when the toddler's not old enough to just walk by themselves, and then they've got the newborn as well. So there's a really good sort of resale value on them, and you could probably quite easily find one second hand. But would I pay sort of £1,500, or I don't know, if they go up to £2,000 for it? No way. But that said, it's a fantastic buggy if you can get one for between £500 and £900, depending on the condition. I definitely think it's worth that. So you can literally have one facing you or one facing out if you wanted. You can do it any combination, both out, both in, either or. I'm not sure if it fits in kind of a normal family hatchback, say a Ford Focus. I think you'd be pushed to get it in a Focus, but I think anything bigger than that, I think if you had an estate, it would, or a 4x4 or something, it definitely would. So let's put on the baby sort of bassinet type seat. So this is how it comes in this huge box. Now you can get it in sort of cream, beige, red, pink, like a royal blue or black. And then you can buy, I don't know if you can see this, you can buy different coloured hoods and then things that go over the feet. And I think a lot of people love customising them. You can get different handlebars, you can get different limited edition fabrics and things, but they're really quite expensive and I've never really felt the need. Inside there is a sort of a mattress. It's really nice, it's quite plush. It's like a fleecy fabric on top, really good quality mattress. It's quite big, it's quite long, so even if the baby was 5-6 months, I don't think they'd fill it. Okay, so I finally got the baby bassinet thing set up. It's not done perfectly, so please don't copy. And you can lift the whole thing up if you wanted to then take baby into the house. That's really quite heavy with baby in it as well. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to fold it down. I've never actually done this before because, like I say, we've always just used it from the garage. First thing is to make sure that this handlebar is not extended at all, it's completely down. So now we're going to use these clips at the back here. There's a small black button in the centre of these white clips and they also come up. Not easy at all to do this. Here we go. Over it goes, release. Okay, so I think that's pretty much as small as you can, get it down. If you've got a really small car, you can take these main big wheels off here and it collapses down even more. Also, that's really, really quite heavy. It really is a gorgeous buggy. I've loved having it. I've had loads of compliments when I've been out in the park and stuff. I think it looks really smart, all in black. It's definitely the best looking buggy I've ever had, and it does feel quite nice kind of walking down the street, and I like having them side by side rather than one child behind the other. I love the design, I love the logo and the branding and everything else. It's really good quality, it's really sturdy, but it's definitely not the easiest buggy. Spider. It's heavy, the basket is rubbish, but I would say 8.5 out of 10, I think, and I'm quite a hard customer to please, so I think that's quite good. Let me know if you've got one, let me know what you think of it, if I've missed anything out, if you've got any tips or tricks. Give the video a thumbs up if you've liked watching this, and let me know if you want to see more review type videos of baby and toddler items, and subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this. I would love to have you join us at So Sally O. I reply to every single comment that you guys leave, and I upload a new video every single week on a Sunday, so please come back to see more. And otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!